I picked up a new tool to advance some of my craft, let's say. So I picked up a used industrial sewing machine. This one's pretty good shape. I got it off of someone off of Facebook Marketplace. It needed a little bit of work, but I got a really good deal on it. And I'll be honest with you, it's kind of scary powerful, but I'm going to try to use this in some of my future projects. So I figured it might not be a bad idea to, try to make some things right now with it and see how well I do. So to start, this thing has like a 3/4 horsepower engine, a motor on it, and it's like clutch driven. So the motor turns on, but it doesn't actually spin until you hit the pedal underneath. This is just a little bit of vinyl with some backing foam. I don't know what this stuff is called, but basically it allows you to make like little pleats. So I'm just going to run a couple of lines and just give it a shot, see how. I really need a light on this thing too, I think. It makes pretty nice lines. The pleating is good on it, or whatever you call it. I guess that's considered pleating, right? I don't know. Probably not the right person to ask that, but it seems like it's like almost, the tensioner is almost too tight. So I don't really know a whole lot about this type of sewing machine, but on a regular sewing machine there is this back here. This is the lever to actually make it go backwards so you could lock in your stitches. I know that. And it's kind of hard to see. Like again, I really need a light on this. I'm gonna try this again. Try to make another line, see how it comes out. Woo! That got away from me. This thing could very quickly get away from you. So it looks good, right? I mean, really good for just for me. I'm going to try doing a couple of pieces together to see how well it works with that. I think the string that I'm using, or the thread that I'm using rather, is might be a little weak for this. It did break on me a couple of times when I first set this up. So I don't know if that's so much the thread or maybe the needle setup. I don't know. Oof. Yeah, it's like there we go. See if I could just go across all of that. I'll through it all, no problem. Do another one like that, see how it comes out. Chop off all these extra pieces of thread. Try not to get too much caught up in the machine here. And that's a decent amount. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So 2 pieces of foam, 2 pieces of vinyl. I think I should be able to do it. Let's see. I don't know if the thread can handle it, but I'm pretty sure the machine can handle it. No problem with that. So, yeah, nice and tight. So, let me get some. So, get it? Yeah. Let me get some. Let me get a piece of foam, and I'm gonna try to see if I can make a little piece of like miniature upholstery. Just to kind of try to practice a little bit. Get something set up, and let's see if I'm any good at this, or let's see if my work's passable at least. So what I have right now is some vinyl that was crumpled up into a ball and stored improperly, all nice and wrinkled up. I've got a piece of very poorly cut foam, and I got a little bit of, I don't know what this stuff is called, tacking, backing, something like that. You see the foam's not even a perfect square. What I did do was I drew some lines on here for like a little pattern. I'm going to try to take this one piece and try to wrap the foam in it, just to try to, practice a little bit and see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. So we'll see how well this works. I don't know how this is going to come out, and that's half the fun. These are just scrap pieces, so I don't really have to worry that much about it. When I get into the nicer vinyl that I have stored over there, I want to make sure that I have a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. So let me see how this comes out. Not bad for a beginner, huh? So, the fun part is going to be trying to figure out how big to make the edges of the block itself. Wow, this is really not square. This is really, really not square. Okay, so here's the magic. At least what I always think is the magic. Now just remember, none of this was measured. This was all just cut by hand and by eye and everything. With all that in mind, see, not bad. Let's see. Let's see if it fits in. It fits over the phone. I'd expect the foam to be more properly shaped. But all in all, I'd say this is a pretty good seat. It's not perfect, of course. But I mean, honestly, for doing everything by hand, that's not bad. Let me just do a test fit on this real quick. See what the comfort is like. Hold on one moment. All right, let's see how comfy it is. One of my mechanic's assistants. Joey, what do you think? Think it looks good? Yep, it's a thumbs up. So, I'd say this was a success. I've got to obviously measure what I'm doing better. And to be honest with you, when you're working on larger pieces, you have a lot more area to kind of work with things. I also prefer to work with chalk rather than pencil because it's a lot easier to see chalk. You can see it's a little tight here, a little wide there. And I really need a light for this thing. So that's about it. Thanks very much for watching. Watch out for some of my future videos where I'll be using this to make some seat covers, hopefully, and other nice, fine upholstery pieces. Not perfect, like I said, but, you know, not bad for just throwing it together and just eyeballing everything. Okay, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe and all that fun stuff.